problem is not that you are weak. The problem is that somewhere along the way you stopped trusting yourself. Not long ago, your mind believed your words. When you said you would wake up early, you did. When you said you would train, you showed up. But something changed. You started making promises you did not keep. I will start tomorrow. I will wake up early. I will focus today. And then you didn't. At first it felt small. Just one broken promise. Then another. Then another. Until your mind learned something dangerous. Your words mean nothing. A samurai once said something very important. A warrior without trust in himself is already defeated, because when you stop believing your own words, discipline becomes impossible. Let me tell you a story. Chapter 1. You broke the agreement. Long ago, there was a samurai who faced the same problem you are facing now. His name was Kaito. Kaito was not weak. In fact, he was one of the most talented students in his dojo. His sword was fast, his movements were sharp, and his future looked promising. But talent alone does not build a warrior. Discipline does. And slowly, Kaito began losing it. Not in one moment, but in small, quiet ways. One morning, he promised himself he would train before sunrise. The alarm rang, he turned it off. Tomorrow, he said. Another day, he promised to train longer than usual, but halfway through the practice, he stopped. I'm tired, he told himself. Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. And something started happening inside his mind. Every time he made a promise, a voice appeared. You won't do it. You always quit. You never finish. At first, he ignored the voice, but the voice grew stronger every day. Until one evening, Kaito sat alone inside the dojo. The room was silent. His sword lay on the floor beside him. He looked at it for a long time. Then he said something quietly. I no longer trust myself. That moment is dangerous, because when a man stops trusting himself, he stops trying. That night, an old master entered the dojo. His name was Master Renji. He had trained warriors for many years. He watched Kaito sitting on the floor, and he immediately understood the problem. Tell me, the master said calmly, why do you look defeated when you haven't fought a battle? Kaito looked up slowly. I keep failing myself, he said. I make promises, and I break them. The master walked closer. Good. Kaito frowned. Good? He asked. Yes, the master said, because now you see the problem. Most people never notice it. They keep breaking promises to themselves for years, and they wonder why their life never changes. The master sat down across from him. Listen carefully, he said. Trust in yourself is not something you are born with. It is something you build. And right now, you have trained your mind not to believe you. Kaito looked down. The words were painful but true. So how do I fix it, he asked. The master stood up. You rebuild it. How? The master pointed to the sword on the ground. Not with big promises. Those are the reason you failed. Kaito stayed silent. The master continued. You rebuild trust with small victories. Very small ones. Because the mind learns through evidence. If you break promises, it learns you are weak. But if you keep promises, it learns you are reliable. That night the master gave him a strange exercise. Tomorrow morning, he said, wake up before sunrise. That's it? Yes. No long training? No. No fighting? No. Kaito looked confused. That sounds too easy. The master smiled. Exactly. Because the goal is not to impress others. The goal is to prove something to your own mind. The next morning before sunrise, the alarm rang. Kaito opened his eyes for a moment. He wanted to turn it off. The old habit whispered in his mind, sleep a little longer. But then he remembered the master's words. The mind learns through evidence. Slowly, he stood up. And in that small moment, something powerful happened. He kept his word. And that is where trust begins. Not in big victories, but in small promises kept. Chapter 2. Small Victories. Something important happened that morning. Not outside. Nothing in the world changed. But inside Kaito's mind, something moved. He kept a promise, a small promise. But the mind does not measure size. It measures consistency. When you break promises to yourself, your mind learns that your words have no value. But when you keep them, even small ones, your mind begins to listen again. That morning, Kaito walked outside the dojo before sunrise. The air was cold, the village was silent. For the first time in many months, he felt something unfamiliar, a small amount of pride. Not the loud kind, the quiet kind, the kind that says, "I did what I said I would do." Later that day, Master Renji returned. He looked at Kaito and asked one simple question. "Did you wake up?" Kaito nodded. "Yes." The master nodded once. "Good." Then he gave him the next instruction. "Tomorrow, wake up again." Kaito frowned. "That's it?" "Yes." "Only that?" "Yes." You see, most people make a mistake when they try to rebuild discipline. They try to change their entire life in one day. They promise themselves, "I will wake up early. I will train 2 hours. I will change everything." But the mind does not believe big promises anymore. It remembers the past. It remembers every broken word. So when you promise too much, your mind already knows what will happen. You will fail. Master Renji understood this. That is why he gave Kaito something small, something almost impossible to fail. Wake up, nothing more. The next morning the alarm rang again. This time Kaito stood up faster. The resistance was smaller. The mind was beginning to change. The third morning came, then the fourth, then the fifth. Something interesting started happening. The voice that once said, "You won't do it," began getting quieter, because now there was evidence. Evidence that Kaito was becoming reliable again. After 1 week, the master returned. "You are ready for the next step," he said. Finally, Kaito thought, real training. The master looked at him calmly. "Tomorrow morning, wake up before sunrise." Kaito smiled. "I already do that." "Yes," the master said, "but tomorrow you will also train for 10 minutes. Kaito almost laughed. 10 minutes? Yes. Only 10 minutes. That was the next promise. Not 2 hours, not an extreme challenge. Just 10 minutes again. The mind accepted the challenge. The next morning, Kaito woke up. He walked into the dojo, picked up his sword, and trained for 10 minutes. Then he stopped. He did not continue longer. Why? Because the goal was not exhaustion. The goal was trust. 10 minutes. Promise kept. The next day the same. 10 minutes again. Something was changing, slowly, quietly, but powerfully. Kaito began noticing something. His confidence was returning. Not the fake confidence people show others, the real kind, the one that comes from knowing you will do what you say. Weeks passed. 10 minutes became 20. 20 became 30. The discipline he once lost was returning. But something even more important was happening. Kaito trusted himself again. And when a man trusts himself, his actions become stronger. His decisions become clearer. His mind becomes calmer. But the master knew something important. Rebuilding trust is only the first battle. The real battle comes next. Because even when you start rebuilding discipline, something will try to stop you. A voice, a familiar voice, the voice of doubt. And soon, Kaito would face it again. Chapter 3. The Voice of Doubt. Now listen carefully, because this is the part most people never understand. Rebuilding trust in yourself is not difficult in the beginning. The first steps are small. Wake up early, train a little, keep simple promises. But after some time, something appears again. The same voice that once controlled you, the voice of doubt. It does not scream, it whispers. You've done well for a few days, but it won't last. You always go back to your old habits. You will fail again. Kaito heard that voice too. After several weeks of discipline, his training had improved. He woke up before sunrise every day. He trained longer. His mind felt stronger. But one morning, the voice returned. The alarm rang. Kaito opened his eyes. And for the first time in weeks, he felt heavy. His body felt tired. His mind searched for excuses. You trained a lot yesterday. You deserve rest. Missing one day won't matter. The voice sounded reasonable, comfortable, almost logical. This is how doubt works. It doesn't attack you directly. It convinces you slowly. Kaito sat on the edge of his bed. For a moment, he almost believed it. He almost returned to the old habit, but then he remembered something Master Renji told him, a sentence he had almost forgotten. Your mind watches everything you do. Every action is evidence. Kaito stood up slowly. If he stayed in bed, the mind would learn something again, that his discipline was temporary, that his promises were still weak. But if he stood up, even when it was difficult, the mind would learn something new, that his words still had power. So he stood up, not because he felt motivated, not because it was easy, but because he understood the real battle. The battle was not against tiredness, the battle was against the voice. Kaito walked outside. The morning air was cold, the sky was still dark, but something inside him felt different, stronger. Later that day, Master Renji watched him training. You heard the voice today, the master said calmly. Kaito stopped. How did you know? The master smiled slightly. Every warrior hears it. The difference is what they do next. Kaito lowered his sword. It almost convinced me. The master nodded. It always tries. The old samurai walked slowly across the dojo. Listen carefully, he said. The voice of doubt never disappears. It returns again and again. Even the strongest warriors hear it. Kaito frowned. Then how do you defeat it? The master looked directly into his eyes. You don't defeat it. You ignore it. Kaito stayed silent. The master continued. The voice has power only when you listen to it. But every time you act despite the voice, you weaken it. Kaito understood. The goal was not to silence doubt. The goal was to act anyway. The master then said something important. Discipline is not the absence of doubt. It is action in the presence of doubt. That night, Kaito sat alone inside the dojo again. But this time, the feeling was different. Months ago, he sat in the same place feeling defeated. Now he understood the battle. Trust in yourself is not built in one moment. It is built through thousands of small actions. Each promise kept, each excuse ignored, each day you show up when it would be easier to quit. And slowly, your mind begins to believe you again, but there was still one final lesson waiting for him, because true trust in yourself is tested when things become difficult again, and that moment was coming. Chapter 4. The Warrior Who Trusted Himself Again. There is something important you must understand. Rebuilding trust in yourself is not one moment. It is a process, day after day, promise after promise, action after action. Kaito continued his training. Weeks turned into months. His routine became stronger. Wake up before sunrise, train, improve, repeat. Slowly, the man who once doubted himself was disappearing. But life always tests you when you begin to grow. One winter morning, a violent storm hit the village. Cold winds moved through the mountains. Rain fell heavily against the wooden roofs of the dojo. That morning, the alarm rang. Kaito opened his eyes. Everything inside him resisted. The bed felt warm. The outside world felt harsh. The old voice returned again. You trained enough. You deserve rest. Just this once. The storm outside made the excuse stronger. Even the most disciplined warriors face moments like this, moments where the difference between the old you and the new you is decided. Kaito sat in silence for a moment, then he asked himself a simple question. Do I trust my word or not? That was the real battle, not the storm, not the cold. The battle was inside his mind, slowly. He stood up, he put on his training clothes, and stepped outside into the rain. The training ground was empty. The wind pushed against him. The rain soaked his clothes, but Kaito picked up his sword anyway. He began training. Strike. Step. Strike again. The rain continued falling, but something powerful was happening inside him, because this time, he was not training for strength. He was training for something deeper, respect for his own word. After some time, a quiet figure appeared near the edge of the training ground. It was Master Renji. The old samurai had been watching him. Kaito finally stopped. His clothes were soaked, his breathing heavy. The master walked closer. You could have stayed inside, he said calmly. Kaito nodded. Yes. Why didn't you? Kaito looked at the ground for a moment. Then he answered, "Because if I stayed inside, I would lose trust in myself again." The master smiled, for the first time in many months. "Good," he said. "You finally understand." The old samurai looked toward the mountains. Discipline is not about perfect days. It is about the difficult ones. Anyone can act when it is easy, but a warrior acts when it is uncomfortable. The master then turned back toward him. "And today, you proved something important." Kaito waited. "You proved that your word has value again." The storm slowly began to calm. The rain softened, and in that quiet moment, Kaito realized something. He was no longer fighting himself. The voice of doubt was still there. But it had become weak, because now there was evidence that his actions matched his words. That is how trust returns, not through motivation, not through inspiration, through proof, small promises kept again and again. And if you are listening to this, remember something important. Your mind is always watching. Every promise you keep strengthens you. Every promise you break weakens you. So start small, very small. Keep one promise today, then another tomorrow. And slowly, the person you once doubted will become the person you trust the most. That is how a warrior is rebuilt. One promise at a time.